It's another little game. It's another quick fire thingy. It's going to be easier than the other one to come
You
up with
see how
answers.
good I am with these things.
It's going to be an easy one. It's going to be an easy one, I promise you. I'm just going to give you names. You just give me a sentence. Tell me what you think about them. You're probably going to think they're all great guys, or mostly. And if you've got a tiny story, throw it in for a couple of them as well. And the first one is Ken Kennedy, Mr. Kennedy.
Not my favorite person.
Yeah, fair enough. Francine, you saw her recently.
Huh?
You saw Francine recently.
Oh, love her.
Yeah.
What a sweetheart.
Best valet in ECW?
Missy.
Okay. Blonde, eh? Is it because she's blonde? Brian Pillman.
Don't know.
Oh, you never met him?
Well, he was in ECW, but I was so green. It was the very, very, very beginning with Joe Goodhart. It was, yeah, but it was in the first 2 years.
I know he came in.
So, and I was a nobody.
He came in '96 as well, very briefly, and he broke his leg or something.
Oh yeah, that's right. Fonzie just told me that he was in there. He was in there for a little bit. I thought it was early.
Yeah. Mike Awesome.
Great dude. Great dude. Yeah. Me and him got along real well.
Judge Jeff Jones.
Cool.
Yeah, I don't think anyone's ever asked a question about him ever, but he seemed to be there for a while. Ian Rotten. Brian Christopher.
Don't really know him.
No. Okay. Kelly.
What another sweetheart.
Yeah.
Just like Francine. And she was so, and she was she was so innocent. You know, dude, I still get a picture with her just to make my sons jealous every time I see her somewhere. I get a picture with her all the time.
Why is it in my mind that Kelly turns up and she's like 18, 19, and half the locker room are rubbing their hands? They can't wait to sort of introduce themselves to her.
Well, Andrew.
Yeah,
she was going out with Taz.
He was front of the line, was he?
Well, yeah, those two were definitely united.
John Cronus.
A little bit crazy. Good worker.
Chris Canyon.
Yeah, I don't really know Canyon that well.
Okay. 911.
Al's great.
Still a massive dude as well. He's scary big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a big dude.
Yeah. Oh. Did you ever talk to Hulk Hogan one-on-one?
No, just saying stuff in the locker room or something like that.
Yeah. Tammy Sytch. How many fights did she start in ECW?
Oh, dude, I was in the back of a limo. People flew us down to Texas. It wasn't a Terry Funk thing. It was somewhere else. So they had a limo. Me, Chris, her, Mil Mascaras, and fucking Manny Fernandez. We're in the limo and those two start fighting. She starts throwing beer bottles. Fucking those two are ducking and shit like that. I'm like, oh my God, fucking stop this bitch. Hey, I know some crazy shit too.
Sinister Minister, James Mitchell.
Awesome. Great dude.
You ever done karaoke with him?
No, I haven't.
I'll ask you a few more. Dusty Rhodes.
Man.
Did you get him to know more in WCW or ECW when he was there those few times?
What's that?
Did you get him to know more in WCW or ECW or the Indies?
Well, actually, neither one. Because I went into WCW and most of my matches were people that I knew, on TV and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So that's kind of easy. And by the time I didn't think I really had that much to learn by the time I got to WWE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the last time or the second to the last time, whatever it was.
Tylene Book, Major Guns.
Awesome. She was my valet. Dude, I've had some pretty good looking valets. She was my valet when who's the guy? Rob Black? Is that the guy that did XPW? Yeah, she was my valet whenever I went down there and worked for him a couple times a year.
Is Rob Black like the dirtiest person to ever get into the wrestling business?
Is he the what?
Like the dirtiest. He's just like, you know what I mean?
No, dude. No, he ain't dirty.
I'll give you a couple more. Cyrus, Don Callis.
Good mind. Really good mind.
Taz. We'll end it with Taz.
They're ending with Taz. I don't know when he made his own belt and did you ever hear the story about Van Dam and him?
No.
When Van Dam slapped him in the locker. Huh? Yeah. It's called Pick the Hand. The story's called Pick a Hand. Taz is sitting in a chair just like I am. Rob Van Dam walks up in front of him and puts his two hands out like he's got his hands out like this. He goes, pick a hand. Taz's like, oh, what? What do you mean? Pick a hand. Bam! Slapped him right across the face. Rob goes again, pick a hand. Bam! Slaps him across the face. Taz did nothing. Because Van Dam was pissed that because Taz was saying, because Van Dam kicks hard, dude. And that's just the way it is. This is a man's fucking game. Learn how to fucking bump to protect yourself. You know what I'm saying? But you know Van Dam's laying it in, so you should be ready for it. And everybody's fine with that. You know what I'm saying? But not Taz. So Taz was saying shit. Van Dam heard somebody say something to him in the locker room that was credible. About Taz saying, "Oh, if he does that shit, I'm gonna have to shoot on him." Well, next time you saw him, you see what happened.
So, are you saying legitimate tough guy Taz had a problem with getting kicked a bit hard by Rob Van Dam?
Yeah, but he's not a tough guy. He's a midget. He's like 5'5".
What?
You know what I'm saying? He was not like, dude, there was many dudes in that locker room tougher than him. Many dudes. Van Dam, Tracy Smothers, just off the top of my head, probably another 10.
Well, I believe he beat Paul Varlin.
Bubba had a problem with the school one day and ended up doing something.
Go on, tell us that to end quickly then, because I don't know that story either.
I just remember that they had a problem with the school one day. I can't remember what happened.
Well, if we ever get Bubba on, I'll ask him and see if he remembers the story. I'm sure he will. But listen, thank you so much for spending so much time with me, Hack. I really appreciate it. And peace. I will thank everybody for watching, and we'll catch you again next week.